Greetings, everyone. I am F. Keith Slaughter, Senior Servant of the Beloved Community Church of Atlanta. Our ministry began 5 years ago with a few dedicated souls who were dedicated to serving our people and worshiping our God. We are a small church. However, since we began, we have slowly grown from a mere idea into a thriving, busy, and dynamic presence in the Pittsburgh community of Atlanta, Georgia. The coronavirus pandemic indelibly altered the work of our ministry. The food and resources gap between the poor and others has widened right before our eyes. As the world around us changed, we recognized the need to expand our already established food pantry to include a food sharing component for children and adults in our community. We now serve hot meals, sandwiches, snacks, and beverages 3 days a week and provide emergency food pantry access throughout the week. The times required that we expand our capacity to serve, but we had inadequate facilities needed to do the work. To that end, we recently acquired a historic Pittsburgh landmark formerly known as Little Zion Baptist Church. Our plan is to transition our food pantry and resource brokerage center, including a new day shelter component, into the Little Zion Annex of the Beloved Community Church. We need room to grow, and I need your help to make it happen. The food pantry will give community members and their families access to nutritious food in a clean and healthy environment. The Resource Brokerage Center will connect persons to information and benefits available to them, while the day shelter will create space for showers and personal care, cell phone recharging stations, and other help for our unsheltered sisters and brothers. So here's the ask. I'm asking you to be mindful and prayerful around your possible role in helping us to take care of some good people who need to feel the experience of human love, care, and compassion in the midst of their struggle. After considering the possibilities, I ask that you would share your best gift with us to help us renovate the building, put on a new roof, replace the damaged flooring, and rebuild the handicap ramp to make it a bright, healthy, secure space for healing and restoration to occur. I believe that this is good ground. Won't you help us by investing in making Dr. King's vision of the beloved community a blessed reality? You can help us by cash apping us at $the beloved community. You may also go to my website, drfkeithslaughter.org, and make a PayPal donation. But however you give, make sure you give to this good and worthy cause.
Those wolves in sheep clothing. Come on. Run away. Take back what you stole from me. Compensate. They keep lying, man, and I can't relate. Run away, run away, run away.
This slaughter D call me trap pastor. I talk slow, but you know I rap fast.
Right.
Hard rhymes, I'm as serious as cancer. Recognize you ain't a slave, you a master. Came here on the bottom of the boat.
Right.
Can't float, so I had to backstroke. Coming up on the verses that I wrote. Every day I slang hope.
take your reparation, sucker. Y'all know what it is. I can't sit the seat of the scornful. Run away, run away, run away. Those wolves of sheep clothing. Come on, run away. Take back what you stole from me. Compensate. They keep lying, man, and I can't relate. Run away, run away, run away.
Yeah, so you think you can run away from reality? You think you can run away from the problems? You think you can find yourself someplace else to go where there's no God? Hey man, wherever you go, God is already there waiting on you. So stop running. And if you gotta run, tie your shoes. Sucker.
And telling me nothing. My equilibrity is off. My equilibrity is off. Good morning. Welcome to the Movement Raw and Uncut. This is an intentionally afrocentric infotainment, live streaming, variety talk experience. I am your brother, Reverend Dr. F. Keith Slaughter. And it's whatever. Hell, you know, whatever. I'm here, man. This shit. I bet you when people look at this, like some years from now, they're gonna be like, "That was some wild shit." I should have been watching it. I should have been paying attention to what this nigga was trying to do, but I didn't. So I slept on that, and now he gone, and that's it. The only reason I stuck around and started and continue to do this because that's what you said that you want, and now you act like you don't give a fuck about it. So, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused. And this shit is on, and this recorded, it's live streaming, it's just going out, whatever. So, last night, you know what, all I wish, if I could, Craig, and I ain't, this is no criticism, this is said in love. I just wish I could just get a little music, like right down, right up under me, like I like it to be, so I can do that thing I do. I know you doing everything. You doing every damn thing. So I know it's damn impossible to do everything. But whatever. So last night, man, so right now what I'm doing is whatever. Um what I'm doing now is, Craig, give me something heartbroken, something crazy, some of that I don't know, some from Ryan Kilgore that's kind of, he got anything, is anything slow enough for Ryan Kilgore? I need something slow and draggy and instrumental and crazy. Or maybe I just do it dry. Hell, what the hell? So last night, man. So now I think that I'm a werewolf because I walk around in the daytime and I go and I sleep for 2 hours from basically 8 to 10, and then I wake up at 10:30 and I howl all night long. And there was a brother, man, and I want to read this if I can find it, because that was, here you go. It's a there is a Facebook post that was in one of the groups that I'm a part of called Black Fathers. And the brother, I like that. and just break it down. Let's go break that down. Right there. I'm good. And the brother says, you good right there. The brother says, and I ain't gonna say his name. He says, turn down just a little bit. As a black man in America, how do I ask for help with my depression? And everybody was giving some good advice from, everything, it ran the gamut. Everything from pray, to talk to your friend, to see a therapist, to get you the right medication. Everybody gave the right answers. And you know what my answer was? As a damn counselor and a therapist and a depressed Negro. Let me read you what I answered. And he got 946 answers thus far. And mine by far was probably the most honest. I said, you just die over and over because nobody really gives a damn about a black man. I think that's what resonated with me about this Tiger Woods documentary. In my view and in my experience, what people tend to do is just participate in the deconstruction of your ass. And then sit back and watch and see what happens. You know, pump you up while others say you worthy to be pumped. And then participate in tearing you down when other people say you worthy to be torn down. And even those closest tend to betray you, and they don't even know that that's what they're doing. I experienced being like just broken down from every angle. And then the same person that break you down look at you and say, well, what's wrong with you? You know you participated in my deconstruction, my own personal demolition. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality that I heard this brother dealing with, and I just gave him an honest answer. You just die on the inside. What's going on in the world? You want to know what the deal is, and I want to share with you what it is that I have learned. Let me see what my world news. I can't find it. It must be down here. I know I done looked at all of this. Hell, man, I ain't been asleep. Hell, I don't go to sleep. She be putting news up, and I be up looking at it. I'm gonna have to take a look at the damn DSM no, and go and do the full diagnosis and see what the hell going on with me. I'm gonna have to do that, man. 9. Check this out. Would you check this out? And this is from Africa News. Jerry Fasayo Bombi posted this. And the headline is 9 African nations in debt to the UN lose voting rights. 9 African nations to the UN lose voting rights. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has said that 9 African nations and Iran, 9 African nations and Iran, should lose their voting rights as required under the UN Charter after defaulting on payment of their dues to the United Nations operating budget. And so on Monday, he listed the minimum amount that the 10 countries need to pay to have their voting rights restored. Iran topped the list. They owe 16 mil. Somalia owe a million, almost 1.5 million. Comoros, and I'm not familiar with that country. I need to do my little research. I don't know about Comoros. I guess, it's rarely any damn thing geographically I don't know about. But anyway, all right. Comoros, they owe 871,000. Sao Tome and Principe, I'm hip to that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. But anyway, they owe 829. Libya owes 705 G's. Congo, 90 G's. Zimbabwe, 81 G's. Central African Republic, 29 G's. South Sudan owe the United Nations 22 G's. So they can't vote because they owe $22,000, right? But this is what I'm talking about. Niger owes $6,733. So look here. President of Niger, holla at me. I got you. I'm going to get you a vote. I'm going to get your vote back. If you holler at me, I'm going to give you 24 hours to get at your brother. And I'll come up with that paper, okay? And we'll get you a vote. All right? So that's how damn really consequential that is. That's how petty. That's how petty that is. Hell, if I can pay it off, it ain't shit. Let's see here. I don't like that story. I read that. I don't like that one. Okay. In South Africa, Reuters news agency is reporting in Africa News that scientists have new biological evidence that the so-called South African coronavirus variant binds more readily and strongly to human cells, making it more infectious. They call the variant in South Africa 501YV2. You know what I'm saying? 501YV2. We're going to just call it the C3 over here probably. Everybody, and in case you don't know, that South African variant as well as that British variant is already in the U.S. So don't think it ain't here. So at any rate, and how many people dead in this country now? Is it close to, it's 400,000 yet? They ain't crossed the 400,000 human mark yet? Well, it's coming. And black folks still don't believe in the Roni. Yesterday, man, I went to Publix. Yesterday I went to Publix, man. It's just right here. I got to do this. Y'all just give me a second. I got it. Because I was looking when Richard Rose was on yesterday. Damn thing like the fell over on him. He was just he was just holding on. I'm in the Publix yesterday, man, and I ended up because they built one right across the street from my house, so hell, I got to go to it. And they got these good fried shrimp up in there, and I like them. So I go up in there, and I gone up in there Sunday to get some of them fried shrimp. You can get like they like really like, I don't know, you can get like 25 or 30 of them for like $6, $7. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going, don't worry. Sandtown Pub got the best shrimp. They just got the cheapest shrimp at the pub that's behind it right now. So I just went back there. And I went back there Sunday, and I had to wait 15 minutes. I waited the 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I got them, and I rolled out. Yesterday I went. That was Monday, Cane Day. Went back, the same sister there. She working. And I asked for some shrimp, you know, and give me about $7 worth, you know what I'm saying? And she said that'll be 20 minutes today. We in the middle of a shift change. I'm like, damn, they know they selling these damn shrimp. Why don't they just make a lot of them? But at any rate, 40 minutes later, and I done been through the store and bought some wine and some beer and some all other kind of stuff I didn't need here, because I'm just wasting time. And I get back, you know, and they ain't ready. So you know me, you know how I get down. So I go to the manager and, you know, and I do that thing I do. You know that little thing. I do that little thing I do. And, you know, needless to say, I walked out with my stuff for free, but still, I shouldn't have had to do that. I shouldn't have had to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I started talking about that. It's just my life. Anyway, what happened was when I got to the house, and y'all know I had talked about digging in your nose and stuff yesterday, and that's how you really get the COVID, digging boogers. Well, when I got to the house, the first thing I did was stuck my finger in my nose. And I was like, and I went and got alcohol, and I was snorting alcohol, like shooting bleach, whatever Trump said. Oh, Lord. Anyway, y'all pray for me. Oh, Lord. I shot up some bleach and snorted me some damn ethyl. Whew. Anyway. So COVID-19, 501YV2 is in South Africa, and it's beginning to proliferate. The people are becoming ill. And as I shared with you on yesterday, in Nigeria, they already got fake vaccines out. You know how Europeans take advantage of Africans. You know that. So that's going to be ugly. Okay. So 5 days after the elections are over in Uganda, the president who was reelected, Museveni, has finally turned the internet back on. Yeah. That Negro turned the internet off. Y'all thought Trump be clouded, boy. At least he didn't turn the damn internet off. Hell, they turned his internet off. Whoa, Jesus. Anyway, oh, Lord, that's funny. I be killing myself. Let me come a little closer. Nationally, what's happening in national news? Bam, come on, bam, there you go. What's up, bro?
Good to see you, boy. Man, I got two of the blackest Negroes eh, on the planet up here today. Well, we gonna get, nigga, we finna get African today. We we finna get, ooh, we finna go hard today, y'all. Ooh, you you might want to hit some people and let them know to tune in to the show today.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna be fire today. Uh, Hell, I was drunk when I got here. I ain't even got to drink that little stuff I be drinking every day. So Governor Andrew Cuomo, according to NBC News, Corky Sismasco, says that Cuomo wants New York to buy COVID vaccine directly from Pfizer because they had ordered a certain amount and been promised a certain amount and they didn't get it. They got shortchanged. So they want to go round the government, the federal government, and buy it themselves. Oh, that's, you know what, can I tell you what that is? Can I tell you what that means? That just means Cuomo like, look, let's cut the middleman out, homie. And let's do this business. Let's slang this poison together. You know what I'm saying? You got it. I can get it out, and I got some paper. Slide it to me at a little of a discount, and you already know how it go down. Thug politics 101. You feel me? Thugging at the highest level. Anyway, so did y'all hear about Riley June Williams? And Tom Winter and Corky Samasco get the byline from NBC News on this story. Pennsylvania woman accused of being one of the Capitol rioters told a former, quote, romantic partner, that's in quotes on here, that she planned to steal a laptop computer from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office and sell it to who? To the Russians, of course. That's who want it. You know what I mean? And so she on the run. She charged with disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds with the intent to disturb a session of Congress and other charges after her former flame turned her in. I can't see that. So she is not in custody. She's still on the run. But that don't sound like no disorderly conduct charge. That sounds like an espionage charge to me. And I ain't even no lawyer. But hell, I don't know. You know how they let the white folks just do whatever they want to do. Y'all know that. I ain't got to tell y'all that. And I don't want to talk about Martin Luther King because that was yesterday. So I ain't going to talk about it. All right. Man, but Martin Luther King every day. This is something I sent myself. Here's a story I sent myself. This is what you need to know happened on Martin Luther King Day yesterday, which was MLK Day, the national holiday. Well, what the Trump administration did on yesterday in celebration of King Day, what they did was issue as a rebuttal to schools applying for more accurate history, a more accurate history curriculum around slavery in the U.S. Well, what they did was issue an inflammatory report on such. On yesterday, on Martin Luther King Day, Trump announced that he was establishing the commission last fall following a slew of Black Lives Matter demonstrations across the country. He blamed the school curriculum for violence that resulted from some of the protests, saying that, and I'm quoting, the left-wing rioting and mayhem are the direct result of decades of left-wing indoctrination in our schools. That's what he said. And so the commission is an apparent counter to the New York Times 1619 Project. Y'all, you remember the 1619 Project that came out back in the summer, wherein they attempted to set the record straight as it relates to how black people were captured, how war was made against our sisters and brothers on the coast of Africa, right? And they were taken, they were kidnapped, they were captured, taken hostage, and enslaved, right? So the sitting U.S. president, the one who is currently there now for another, 40 hours or so, what he did was describe the 1619 Project as toxic propaganda. Let me just say, sisters and brothers, truth to whites who are in power is toxic propaganda. They don't want to hear nothing about no damn truth. It's whatever we say it is. And we done made you so stupid that you're going to listen to whatever the hell we say. And in case you don't get it the first time, we're going to put it in the news cycle on 8 or 9 or 10 different news channels on your cable network, and we're going to tell you the same lie over and over again and make you believe that it's the news. Who is this calling me? Hello? 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 I hear you now. I'm in the middle of doing my show. Who am I speaking with? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Who am I talking to, though? You on the show now? In your pastoral psychology. Oh, and I did give you my number, and I did tell you to call me. So I appreciate you calling me. Hit me back at 1 o'clock. I've been trying to talk to you like a human, you know what I'm saying, because this computer stuff just don't work for me. I wanted to connect with you like a human. That's why I gave you my number. You feel me? And we're going to make it through, okay? Hit me back after 1 o'clock and we're going to make it happen, okay, brother? All right. Yes, sir. Bless. Mm-hmm. Hell, I'm going to do the job as long as I got it. Yeah, I'm saying. So anyway, what Trump and them did on yesterday, on Martin Luther King Day, was issue a report that undermines truth as relates to education in schools around real history and how it really went down. So, yeah, that's it. It was some good local news. Let me give you just a little piece. Where is that? World, national, local. There you go. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Oh, while I was in the damn Publix for 40 minutes yesterday, waiting on some shrimp that it take 5 minutes to cook. I was listening to a conversation while I was in line, and there were teachers, educators, who were having a conversation. They were APS educators. And they were having a conversation about going back to school and saying they ain't ready, they don't want to, and they're afraid. See, the focus, and yes, the children are important. Children are important. But children ain't dying from COVID-19. They ain't supposed to be scared. Plus, mamas and daddies ready for them children to get out their house. They tired of them tearing up their house, eating up all their food. You need to come by the food pantry. I got you, but since you want to go give your money to the public, go do what you do. But at any rate, parents ready for children to go back to school. They don't care. Plus, children ain't dying from COVID-19, right? But teachers do. And they got a reason to be afraid. And APS don't give a damn. They just like, no, it's time to go back to school, period. Do you see? Who is the damn superintendent now? I don't even know. Is it still the sister, same sister? That they said they were going to fire? I can't remember her name. Oh, they got a brand new one. Yeah, okay. Well, at any rate, it must be her name must be Wismer. Is that it? Tanya Wismer. How many? Oh, no, that's the Tanya Wismer is the person who asked the question. How many deaths is allowable? How many people does the APS want to see die? Since they're making everybody go back to school. While the numbers in Georgia for COVID-19 are going up, not down. Man, I don't understand humans, sisters, brothers. I don't care nothing about what Kelly Loeffler got to say about nothing. I didn't know that coach, so I ain't gonna talk about it. All right, I'll let y'all on the other side of the break, man. My lineup is strong today. We getting ready to chop it up like we really supposed to do. My name is Slaughter. The name of the show is the Movement Raw and Uncut. We're broadcasting live. We're live streaming right now on Facebook Live, on Twitch, that's how you remember it, do like that, Twitch, on YouTube, as well as on IGTV. So check us out on any of the platforms by going to trappastor.com. That's my website. That's right, Trappastor, TRAPPASTOR.com. And then go down to the bottom, see one of those icons, hit whichever one you like. But if you want to see the archived version of the show, go and check it out on YouTube and make sure you subscribe. I'm your brother. I'll be back in a minute with more of this thing. This is the illest situation on the internet. It might be people talking more shit, but not much more. I'll be back.
We're open.
Yes, we're open.
We are open, and Sandtown Pub is ready to serve you. We're taking precautions, wearing masks, wearing gloves, sanitizing, and practicing social distancing. We've even partnered with local leaders to hand out free masks. So stop by and enjoy our outdoor patio, dine in, call ahead for pickup, get Uber Eats and DoorDash delivery, or order online at www.sandtownpub.com.
Let everything that liveth give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Mother, Father, I. Father, Mother, I. Earth, sea, and sky. Yes, I. Praise Jah, people. You woke up this morning. Give thanks to the Almighty.
Turn me up, Craig. Turn me up, baby boy. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Up under me, man.
I woke up this morning and I see
That's my dear brother, rising sun.
I lift up
Brother Ijah Noah. Man, this the dopest album out right now. It's an EP. You need to find that thing. You need to pick it up. It's out there on Apple Music. Turn me up, Craig. I'm telling you. Turn me up, brother.
yes, I pray.
No, not the music. I'm talking about my microphone. Let me hear me. Yeah, turn me up. There we go. All right. That's Brother Ijah Noah, man. And that's a friend of the movement. He's my friend. And he just so happened to have one of the dopest albums out, period, right now. It's called Wake Up. You want to cop that. You want to check it out. You want to go on Apple Music if you got that. You want to go wherever you get your music from. You know what I mean? Because I got suckered into Apple Music, so that's what I'm locked into. But however you get your music, make sure you go and get Brother Ijah Noah. Wake Up. That's my jam right there. Turn it up a little bit, Craig, because that's some theme music. And Ijah, man, just one of the most sincere lovers of black people that you will ever encounter in your life. And this music is the production is crisp and tight. It's just dope. You know what I'm saying? And you can check out one of the archive shows on the Movement Raw and Uncut on YouTube after you subscribe, and you can look at, you can check out Brother Ijah Noah do a live version, you know what I'm saying, of one of his joints. Yes, I pray. Every day I pray. I love that. All right, so my first guest, man. Oh, y'all, let me shout out to people that's kicking it with me a little bit on YouTube. Baraka McCoy, Paul Big Ham, not Lil Ham, Joseph Wheeler, Orlando Button, Will the View, Rosalind Harris, Why People, Why, Joyce, of course, my sister checking me out, and Pappy 404. There ain't nobody but Ken Waddle Beloved, his alter ego. I appreciate y'all for checking out the show, man. It's a beautiful thing. My first guest is friend of the movement and a regular contributor to the movement, Raw and Uncut. Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, please join me in welcoming the national spokesman for New Order organization, none other than my dear brother, Dr. Leonard Jones, Jr. Glad to see you, man. Yes, Happy New Year, black man.
Right here. Happy New Year to you.
Yes, sir. Well, the couch of love.
Just chill.
It's supposed to just welcome you in, you know.
What's about?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. How you been doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Good to see you. Yeah, man. Yeah,
doing big things over here on this side of town. You my man in the West End.
We just do what we do, man. It's the Pittsburgh community, the oldest black suburb in the city of Atlanta.
Most definitely.
I was giving my mama the history the other day. We was rolling through here, and I was like, when you cross this railroad track, back in the day, you left the city of Atlanta in the late 1800s, and you entered into outside the Atlanta city limits.
Right.
And Pittsburgh was where black people started their own community, from university going as far across over there by the Wendy's, Rasheed Brooks Wendy's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or as far to the west as Metropolitan, right? And the railroad track on the north, Metropolitan, the railroad track on the north, University on the south, Metropolitan on the west, and I don't think it's as far as Pryor Road, probably Pryor Road on the east, and all up in there was Pittsburgh.
And they called it Pittsburgh because it was right on the railroad track, right on the rail line.
Right.
And so it would always be a whole lot of smoke, thick black smoke blowing toward the black people neighborhood. And they was like, damn, this is like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is like the steel mill, you know what I'm saying? But it was
Right.
a train yard. You know what I
Okay,
mean? And a
okay.
lot of people were employed there. And because on the other side in the Atlanta city limits, that's Mechanicsville.
That's what I was getting ready to tell you.
Yeah.
Run right into
Yeah,
Mechanicsville
that
right
was
back there.
Mechanicsville. And that's where the poor white folks that worked on the railroad lived.
I used to work up and down Windsor Street,
Mm-hmm.
revamping houses and
Yeah.
tearing them up. And
Yeah.
all
Turn
that
me back
stuff.
up, Craig. You didn't turn me down. I can hear it. You didn't turn me down. Don't
Ain't
adjust
got
my-
that boom.
See, you see how your
Right, echo.
loud.
Yeah.
And Craig probably looking at the meters, but hell, damn meter ain't right. You know, just cause it say that it sound right, don't mean that it really right. Anyway, cause my guest's voice should not be louder than mine. that should never be the case. At any rate, yes, I pray. Yes, I pray. I like your shoes, man.
Appreciate it, man. I bought these from a store. It was a black-owned store down there on Alabama Street. Young brother used to be in there. My first pair of Born shoes I had bought because I had bad feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the young brother had opened up a store right down from Atlanta's finest barbershop there. And I wanted to do business with him, and I bought these shoes many years
That's
ago.
how we do.
So they've lasted
Yeah,
forever.
yeah. And that's what we do, man. We buy black.
Oh, that's right.
On
It's-
purpose.
That's the best thing about living here is you have the opportunity to do that. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
So we don't have no problem. You can just walk right out there. I used to tell people used to think I lived in Atlanta. I was here so much. I live out in the rural area
Yeah.
with really poor white people. out
Yeah.
there, you know.
And they just love you.
Yeah, you know, I don't.
You be out there, you got in the acres.
Shout out
Yeah, acres,
Covington. I'm gonna get me some more acres.
You be, cause I just,
I still got neighbors.
I got black, see, and it's all black people on my street.
I got
see,
neighbors.
I don't be studying it. I mean, it's all black people. I ain't got to worry about nobody. I ain't got to be, we all together.
I always have property there because our brother Tyler Perry just put some studios down the street from
Really?
where I stay at here about
Okay.
a couple months back.
Tyler Perry gonna get money for regardless.
It
I
don't
ain't mad at
matter.
him.
He
I ain't
make
mad
it.
at him,
I
yeah.
think he making it.
Yeah, I think he printing it. It's a
He
good
actually can make his own money.
Yeah,
I think.
it's cool. I'm glad. I ain't got nothing to say bad about Tyler Perry today on this.
Not
show.
today.
On this show.
I'm pretty sure if we
Tyler
keep
Perry,
watching.
send me some money. Stop playing. I got people I got to take care of. What's going on with New Order,
Man,
man?
let me tell you, New Orleans doing what we doing. We getting ready for the new year, reacquainting ourselves with police agencies. Shout out to Gerald Rose, brother Kyle
Shout out
Jones,
to Gerald Rose,
and Kimberly. They all right now they're meeting
Sister
with
Kimberly Hartley.
right Marietta Police Department. Reacquainting ourselves with the police chief there. Then next will be Cobb County, and we'll keep making our ways. I'll go and holler at my man out in Rockdale County. Because we want to make sure that with his, he was reelected in Rockdale County. Incarcerated as well. Also, you have to understand there's a lot of people dying
Yeah.
that ain't getting talked about.
Oh yeah.
So we want to make sure we do our investigations to make sure everything is taken care of, because it's not unheard of for inmates to die in prison, especially right about now.
No, it's kind of commonplace. I was speaking to inmates down in prison. I was just thinking about. I just saw a piece the other day about. They even got white folks down in prison. Now.
Exactly.
What's the dude named Phil Spector?
Phil Spector, music man, producer,
The
made
producer.
plenty money.
Yeah, he had multi-millionaire.
Was
but
Ronnie Spector his wife or daughter?
daughter, I think.
She had a little hit out there. One
Yeah,
one
but-
hit wonder.
It was either a daughter or wife, either one of them.
He was
But
about 80, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
about 80 years old.
Yeah, but you remember what he did was he killed this white woman.
Yeah. Yeah, and was still making money.
Yeah. But they gave him enough time for him to die in jail.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what they need to do for your president, man.
Well,
they need to give him enough
oh
time
my
for him
God.
to die in jail, man.
Well, that is a lifelong incarceration to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if Guanabay got any cells left, but him and his partners need to be out there on that island.
You know what? It's what I think. It's an affront to black people in general when we have to witness whites break the law and get away with it. It's we don't like it because we don't do nothing and they kill us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But they actually break like a whole damn laundry list of laws, and they okay.
Well, now y'all looking a lot like ISIS right now, and I believe y'all should be pursued as such.
Yeah, I think they should be pursued.
I mean, that's what we usually do with enemy combatants of the United States.
Yeah.
And I think that's qualified.
Yeah.
So,
no doubt. They investigating. We investigating. And whenever they investigate white folks, that means we just gonna wait for this shit to die down so y'all don't require us to do justice.
Let Keith Slaughter be sitting in Nancy Pelosi's seat.
Hell, I've been to shut the whole damn thing down. I done locked all the Republicans up, hung them publicly.
But at least our children can see where the lies and the deceit are at.
Yeah,
there ain't no question about it now.
Because that was something that, when we was growing up, we didn't get truth.
Y'all got propaganda.
Yeah, that was it. We didn't know. We thought.
I don't know what y'all thought, man. I don't know where y'all
Missile Crisis, Bay of Pigs.
I'm from Saginaw, Michigan. I don't know what y'all was talking about. Nowhere.
Yeah. Everybody in Saginaw from damn Arkansas, shit, Mississippi. That's where my
shout out to Ranza, Arkansas.
Ranza.
That's where my mother.
That's where your mother. That's what I'm talking about.
Too. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, everybody in damn Saginaw from damn Arkansas. There's
a lot of people from Arkansas.
That's the gods and the truth. They done moved back now.
Yeah, a lot of them have gone back.
Yeah, or moved to Atlanta, or Charlotte.
You're right.
Or someplace in the southeast, because that's
one thing about being up north. You learn to travel where opportunity is.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they shut plant doors, you got to find some more money.
Right, because that's the only reason black people went there anyway,
exactly.
was to find a better life.
That's right.
Because black people don't mind working
General
for their money. Yeah,
you know what it was.
Yeah, that was it. You people was leaving Arkansas, getting on 55, heading off. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you get up to where you can get an opportunity to take care of your family.
We need some more folks down here. The race was too close. We ain't enough of us here yet.
Well,
some more.
But see, that's the other thing, and I think the people that know
right
that what happened in Georgia with this last election. That was just another invitation to black people to move to Georgia, to move to Atlanta.
And you know what, man? I had written in a book before I had graduated high school that I was going to move to the South to raise hell. Because I just despised the Confederacy that much as a damn Yankee.
Yeah.
And so, coming down here, I've seen so many things flip-flop. Man, I came down here to study his form of government, nothing but a house Negro. He don't announced his league with our enemies.
Who you talking about?
Your brother Vernon.
Oh, they're talking about Butter Biscuit.
Yeah. No, we not happy with him at all.
That Negro is.
But that was many years ago. And that CEO form of government.
Crowd surfing with white folks. If I had been white folks, I would have just let his ass bust his head.
Just crack. He thought they loved him enough to make him a senator. They couldn't do that.
Lord have mercy.
Now he just want to get on his knees and grovel, I guess. Whatever.
Get on his knees and do something. Get on his knees and do something.
It's a shame, but
we everybody that want to do right, we gonna keep praying for, and everybody that don't, we gonna pray against.
We pray against them.
Period.
And when black folks praying against you, because you lose. Brother. You can't make it. Hell, that was the only reason. It right in one day in the wake of King Day. That's the only reason Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated, because black folks started praying against him because he was upsetting white folks so bad that it made black people fearful.
Exactly.
And so they voted. So they withheld their prayers,
right,
and did cover him. And that's how he was. That's the spiritual version of what happened.
That's what it's supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, Bernice King put out a tweet. She tweeted just yesterday. My dad was don't be acting like y'all love my dad. My dad was one of the most hated men in America.
Exactly. By some wealthy black folks, folks with business, black folks that had made it.
Can I help you too? The black church.
Thank you. So
the black church hated Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's tell the story. Tell the story right. How the president of the National Baptist Convention rejected Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and couldn't do it without the consent of the rest of the members, and that's how the Progressive National Baptist Convention was
Right.
started as a result of that.
And and from up north, I never knew why there was two. But when I moved down south, I realized.
Yeah, and the same thing with the SCLC and the NAACP. The NAACP, they didn't like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
It wasn't.
So they started SCLC, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Let's be real every now and then. Can we be real?
Think about it. People pulling their money out of your organization because you supported Martin Luther King.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
exactly how it went. Corporate money does that.
Yes. Yes. And I had Richard Rose, president of the Atlanta NAACP. And Bro Richard, thank you for that nice hat that you left here. I needed an Atlanta NAACP hat. And I broke it down. I already changed the brim on it. So
Shout out NAACP. I heard they got about $40 million from an anonymous donor, and they'll be starting a scholarship program.
oh, wonderful.
Yeah, ain't that
I
money?
wonder what that
40 million?
probably that Bezos
40
money.
million?
Probably the Bezos money.
40 million?
Yeah.
They too many people dropping 40 million.
That's probably Bezos' wife. She was like, how
Nothing
can
when you have billions.
how can I make this white man as mad as hell as I
Give
can
money
make
to
it?
black people.
I would take all his money
And give it to the
give
black
it to
people.
black people.
That's how you do that.
gotta love that white woman.
It's too
there.
easy. It's too easy now.
Oh, you know that was what it's all about. You know
All
that
right.
was what. How can I make him as mad as hell as possible?
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Take his money
But
and
it's
give it to
good
him.
to see stuff change, man. It's good to see people waking up.
Man, this is bothering me.
What's bothering you, brother?
All right. Can't nobody see your face. I mean, because I was telling you, I was
Without
talking.
the shades and the mask for a change.
Yeah. Well, do your thing, man. How I don't bother nobody about how it is they go about protecting themselves.
Right.
Because, black man, we doing what we do. Hell, our existence is tied up in caring for our families, being around, trying to be around and care for the people who say they love us.
And when you I'm trying to get healthier. Because when you healthy, can't nothing stop you, man. When you healthy.
Yeah. That's why I just drunk 12 swallows of sea moss while I was back.
I'm surprised you ain't got it
I ain't
with you right
I ain't
now.
got it, man, because I ain't got all my ingredients. You know, I'm just a creature of habit. If I ain't got every ingredient I need, I can't even make it happen, man. So I'll be coming by county line so I can pick me up a half a gallon of that stuff I need to.
What you think gonna happen tomorrow, Doc?
Oh, it's gonna come off without a hitch.
That's what I believe.
I think. I mean, see, these white folks, these militias and the rest of these crackers, they just think they ready for war. Man, they ain't ready for the.
They haven't seen
They ain't
it.
ready for the American
They
war
haven't
machine.
seen it.
Man, the United States Army, the National Guard, Reserves, Air Force, Marines, boy, they'll put a thing on your ass.
I don't even know. You won't even be on the steps this time.
Boy,
You won't be on
You
the
know what I'm
steps
saying?
this time.
And look, let me set the record clear again, as I have to do many times. See, a lot of people who love black people,
Right.
and I count myself as one of them. But there are a lot of black people who love black people who kind of divorce themselves from quote America unquote, and it comes as a result of just
Say it.
well, but people be like, man, this ain't right. They this country don't love me. I don't love this country, and I don't love the country my damn self. But I know it belonged to me
You better.
because my ancestors' blood
Thank you.
is soaked in the soil.
Thank you.
You can't divorce me. You can't. And not only that, but the whole governmental structure, economic structure, the whole thing was based on black bodies and black blood. It's an insult to the ancestors to allow them to have all of the credit for what we did. And so, and plus, you can't take money out my check every damn week.
And I don't see about my money.
And I ain't got nothing to say about that.
That's right.
I got to have some talk back on this.
That's why I'm talking to my brothers. Don't check out like that, man.
Right.
Don't check out.
So when it comes to, I mean, even when it comes to the Capitol, black hands built that damn building.
Built that as well.
I'm talking about all of it, the whole
Design
thing.
the streets that it sit on.
All that.
You name it.
The late, great Benjamin Banneker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who laid it out with like precision, like the watches and the clocks that he used to carve out of wood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to know your history and know what belonged to you. Just because they've been trying to hold it back from us. And I say again, like I say every damn day, and it needs to be said every day. What these white folks are angry about is that they counted our votes. They didn't want the black vote to be counted. They did everything. They gerrymandered. They changed districts. They poll tax. Hell, they don't give a damn. They shut down polling places in African American communities. I mean, they did whatever they could do to not count black votes. They eliminated people off of the rolls. They purged the rolls of black voters. What they hate is that we are clear. Those of us who will look, that we ain't no damn minority.
That's right. If 75% of y'all show up, they'll move.
We the shot callers.
Exactly.
We just got to walk in. We got to walk in who we are.
And we're willing to share.
And that's the, but see, and you're right. And that is the part of us.
That's the work.
That God, see, this whole thing about justice and freedom and liberation, black people understand that I can only be as free as I allow you to be.
There it is.
Do you see? I can't be free, and you don't get to be free.
Right. And see, you a doctor at this, so we gonna have
so is you. What they got
we
to do
gonna
with
have
anything?
a little empathy because there are some white people who gonna fall out with Jesus eventually.
Well, once they learn that Jesus black, that probably will be the end of that relationship.
This is what's happening to them right now. They don't even know if they really saved no more because they can't look at a black Jesus.
Well, too bad. Well, they ain't. They ain't.
Shh, don't say that. Shh.
You know what I mean?
Shh, keep it to yourself.
You can't be saved and don't love black people.
They've been to it. They've been to it, Slaw.
Ain't no such thing as being saved and not loving black people. That's impossible. That's a impossibility.
As the minister would say, time's up.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't. Mm-mm.
But righteousness should prevail, and we got to keep fighting for that. That's why we. That's the only reason why I do what I do with New Order, because this is a righteous organization. You know, Gerald. You know Gerald. You know he gonna stand up for you regardless. I mean, it don't matter if you got 2 cents in your pocket.
Yeah, that's
he gonna be there with you.
I love Gerald Rose. I ain't gonna lie. So Gerald, man, he like, man,
fear.
I'm gonna create a platform upon which I will stand to defend black people.
That's right.
And I will invite black people to aid me in standing for other black people, and I ain't gonna never stop doing it.
Right.
And that's just what I'm doing.
And
that's
we're gonna connect it to the politicians. You know, we don't engage in a lot of gossip.
Yeah.
We go straight for it. You know, sheriffs will look at me and say, "Who are you?" I'm on a fact-finding mission here.
Right.
Purpose. I don't have no feelings whatsoever.
Right.
I'm here to get the facts.
I am dispassionate.
Facts.
Yes, I'm dispassionate about
it's
this.
different when you're looking over the table at somebody in the blue blazer, really serious about what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You're not going in there begging, selling for what you can get. You know, I think we've done that too much.
Mm.
You got mayors and you got politicians and you got money and you got power. You need to exercise that.
Exactly. I agree. 100%.
Shout out to DeKalb County.
Say what now?
Shout out to DeKalb County.
Why? We love DeKalb County.
Yeah. I just haven't shouted out DeKalb County in a while.
Who the hell is NWO? New World Order. I'm like, what the hell
you talking about New Order National Human Rights Organization? NWO is a little different.
Yeah.
We're NONH.
Y'all New Order.
National Human Rights Organization. Shout out to our staff and everybody that's serving all these calls and things like that.
Write any damn thing on the board. Just anything. You know what I'm saying, man?
It does me no good because I can't see nothing.
I put my glasses on and look at that, man. Only to get confused.
I didn't see it.
Anyway, so the white folks have gone crazy up in D.C. Is New Order, National Human Rights Organization, are y'all formulating any response directly to that action? Or
No, we'll hold you down right here.
Okay.
However, now we got some folks that may be going, but like you said, we watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we really interested in is what the president is going to do. I can't wait for that first 100 days.
Okay,
But all I'm interested right now is rubber bullets and whatever's necessary to regain law and order.
Yes, and that needs to, because the white terrorists
I mean, come on, man.
are attempting to
breached,
overthrow the country.
They used words like breached
the
Capitol building.
They did. Well, you seen the video. Them crackers acted a damn fool.
Come on,
they
now.
showed
What?
their natural hind part up in there.
I'm like,
I was like, okay, that's how they doing it.
But we
And
did.
tell me what this is all about. Why they keep showing it over and over and over and over and over? What is? I want to know, psychologically, what the media is up to by continually. I mean, what? It's like almost every month. You can turn anywhere on your TV, on a news channel, and find a recapitulation of that.
They're not very creative. That's one. And that's their business, is regurgitating information. Now, I understand why they do it, but we have to understand that everything we see may not be actually what is happening. They want to make people scared as possible, and all these things. People talk about, be careful. Be careful of what? I'm 50. I know how white people act. They've been that way.
Right.
So what should I be being careful about?
Well,
I'm careful every day.
Yeah.
Not just today.
Right.
But I mean, we have to definitely
being careful.
I guess if you're walking around here with your head in the clouds, you need to be aware of your surroundings. Hanging out, walking around at night by yourself, I assume you may want to be careful. If you got black churches, y'all should already be having people watching your churches by now if you're scared. Because the police not coming.
Right.
So you might as well get them deacons together, and y'all can be deacons of defense part 2, 3, 4. But we need a whole church military.
Yeah.
As far as that is concerned, because
no doubt.
You hear about these things happening in the lower news. They don't make the front pages, but sometimes you see them, churches being ransacked and all these types of things.
Yeah.
So, you have to just be prepared for that.
Yeah, because that's where sweet black Jesus lived.
Right.
In the black church, and the white folks were like, we got to kill him. We killed him once, and he keep on popping.
But
back
I love
up.
the outrage. I see a little outrage from people you don't usually see it on TV. So we're gonna see how long they continue these stories to make sure these people get prosecuted. And we ain't looking at probation. We know these are federal offenses worthy of lifetime.
Yeah, do fed time. We want to see them do some fed time.
We got people that don't have to leave the country and live in Cuba behind political
still
dissidents. There. Exactly.
Asada's still in Cuba.
And ain't coming back.
Probably not, and I don't blame
So
them.
we want to see the same pressure
Cuba ain't no damn better, but
on
anyway.
these people. Not people just teaching black folks how to read and write and do better. Them ain't enemies.
Asada must be like up in the mountains, because they racist in Cuba just like they racist, in America. I ain't lying.
I know you're not.
I ain't lying. Yeah, racism, it's a worldwide epidemic. It's a pandemic. Hell, it's worse than the damn COVID.
But keep your head up, man. People need to keep their head up. Like brother you was talking about earlier in the show.
You're just gonna die. And people gonna watch you. And you supposed to keep on walking. And you just keep on walking.
That's when you have to be a man.
Yeah.
Be God's man. How about that?
Yeah, no doubt about it. How your family doing, man?
Man, we doing good. That's basically why I wear a lot of masks and things, because my wife has that immune situation. Haven't been think about people who have had transplants and things.
Yes.
And who are on medications or what have you, who have susceptible immune systems. So I'm very careful. Like I'll do your show today. I won't come out unless I have to.
Right.
I do my where I live at. It doesn't seem like a lot changed. I'm glad a lot more people wearing masks. A lot more, because those numbers keep going up. So people gonna be scared about it. What you think about the vaccine?
I ain't taking it.
I'm gonna have to wait.
I ain't taking it, man. I'm one of my best friends. I ain't said nothing to him about it neither. And he posted himself online getting it. Now he's a physician, but I'm just clear that many people in healthcare don't want. But he had it too. He had COVID-19.
He had COVID.
He got it. So I can see him taking the vaccine. When I just think about it, because I forgot about the Negro had the damn COVID.
You have a lot of people who have had it. Remember when you used to just talk about people you heard who had somebody in their family who may have had? Now it's like right at my doorstep. Family members, you name it, have had COVID and fortunately have made it. So we definitely trying to keep them on the right track to make sure they stay healthy and stuff like that. But it is very difficult. But shout out to the people of Georgia. Y'all got to put some more pressure on. When Stacey come back,
yes, she is.
I think she gonna come back. What you think?
You tell come back for what?
I would love to see her as governor.
What, run for governor?
That would be great. But I think, it's going to be great.
The setup is set up.
Yeah, it's set up
for that.
But, I'm pushing 501c3s, 4s, or what have you. Make sure y'all taking advantage of that 1023 EZ. If you want to start a nonprofit organization, use that new form. Very quick and simple. Makes you eligible for a lot of money. If you're doing good in the hood right now, go get legal on paper.
Hey, man, we trying
so you can get this money, because that's how you get it.
Do this. Now, see that's them people.
That's the people.
With that, watch. Let me show you. Check it out.
This is a second notice of the factory warranty on your vehicle.
See what I'm saying? This time they called me from Kentucky. They got game, man. They got crazy game, man. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. That's the only person who calling me. You don't never holler at me, but these damn people here be calling me, man.
I just come see you. It was just a coincidence because Gerald Rose did say, "Hey man, when you going back on Slaughter?"
Yeah.
And Reverend Phil just called me and like, "Let's do it Tuesdays coming up, third Tuesday."
Well, ask him when I'm coming back on the New Order show. I like the New Order show.
Man. You the big dog, so we clear things for you. So.
Man, please.
You say when you want to be there.
Y'all the only show that invite me on. Don't nobody else want to hear what I'm talking about, man. Shit.
You ain't been blacklisted. Yeah. Shout out to my man Rashad Richard. Heard you got appointed to a council there related to fair, equal justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, put your hands together. Thank you for coming through, Dr. Leonard Jones Jr. I'll see you on the next time you come through. God bless you, brother. All right, my name is Slaughter. Go to trappastor.com and you can check out the show. Leonard will be back next month after he get his damn mind right. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the other side of the break with my dear brother Obasi. Get ready. We get ready to tear the world down.
We're open. Yes, we're open.
We are open, and Sandtown Pub is ready to serve you. We're taking precautions, wearing masks, wearing gloves, sanitizing, and practicing social distancing. We've even partnered with local leaders to hand out free masks. So stop by and enjoy our outdoor patio, dine in, call ahead for pickup, get Uber Eats and DoorDash delivery, or order online at www.sandtownpub.com.
Run the track. For a long time, a very long time, such a long, long time. I see the blood of my people is the lifeline, the substance of the beast. They have been shedding the blood of my people. They are sucking the blood of my people. Oh, it's the nature of the beast, nature of the beast. Shedding the blood of my people, sucking the blood of my people, shedding the blood of my people, sucking the blood of my people. The blood of my people. the blood. The blood. Blood of my people, the blood. No more. They devise all kinds of weapons, then using them to kill my people. Some are famous, dangerous, and deadly weapons. RCBW, chemical and biological weapons, like AIDS and Ebola, weapons of genocide against my people. They're instigating strife and war among my people, setting up the climate for the blood to run. The blood have to run for the base to feast. Oh, it's the nature of the beast, nature of the beast. Shedding the blood of my people, oh, yo. Sucking the blood of my people, oh, yo, yo. Shedding the blood of my people, sucking the blood of my people. The blood, blood of my people, the blood. I cry, the blood. Blood of my people, the blood. Blood, blood of my people, the blood. They are shedding the blood of my people. No more. They are sucking the blood of my people. No more. They are shedding the blood of my people. They are sucking the blood of my people. No more shedding the blood of my people. No more. No more sucking the blood of my people. No more shedding the blood of my people. No more sucking the blood of my people. No more, no more. Our blood will shed no more. No more, no more. Our blood will shed no more. The mouths of the wise teach knowledge, but the lips of the fool talketh foolishness. Almighty, me not like them hypocrites, me not like them parasites. Them scheme by day, them plot by night, striving on the plight of the poor and the sufferers. Oh oh, Jah know them a backstabbers, Jah know them a bloodsuckers. I can't take them vampires, 'cause I'm a free up fighter. I am a free up fighter. Free up fighter. I am a free up fighter. I'm on fighting for what is right. Oh oh, no, nah, give up the fight. Fighting for truth and rights. Up full in a Jaja side. Fight we have to fight, we have to fight. Fight we have to fight with all we might. Fight we have to fight, we have to fight. Fight we keep out all them parasites. 'Cause I'm a free up fighter. I am a free up fighter. I am a free up fighter. I am a free up fighter.
Greetings, everyone. I am F. Keith Slaughter, senior servant of the beloved Community Church of Atlanta. Our ministry began 5 years ago with a few dedicated souls who were dedicated to serving our people and worshiping our God. We are a small church. However, since we began, we have slowly grown from a mere idea into a thriving, busy, and dynamic presence in the Pittsburgh community of Atlanta, Georgia. The coronavirus pandemic indelibly altered the work of our ministry. The food and resources gap between the poor and others has widened right before our eyes. As the world around us changed, we recognized the need to expand our already established food pantry to include a food sharing component for children and adults in our community. We now serve hot meals, sandwiches, snacks, and beverages 3 days a week and provide emergency food pantry access throughout the week. The times required that we expand our capacity to serve, but we had inadequate facilities needed to do the work. To that end, we recently acquired a historic Pittsburgh landmark formerly known as Little Zion Baptist Church. Our plan is to transition our food pantry and resource brokerage center, including a new day shelter component, into the Little Zion Annex of the beloved community church. We need room to grow, and I need your help to make it happen. The food pantry will give community members and their families access to nutritious food in a clean and healthy environment. The Resource Brokerage Center will connect persons to information and benefits available to them, while the day shelter will create space for showers and personal care, cell phone recharging stations, and other help for our unsheltered sisters and brothers. So here's the ask. I'm asking you to be mindful and prayerful around your possible role in helping us to take care of some good people who need to feel the experience of human love, care, and compassion in the midst of their struggle. After considering the possibilities, I ask that you would share your best gift with us to help us renovate the building, put on a new roof, replace the damaged flooring, and rebuild the handicap ramp to make it a bright, healthy, secure space for healing and restoration to occur. I believe that this is good ground. Won't you help us by investing in making Dr. King's vision of the beloved community a blessed reality? You can help us by cash apping us at $the beloved community. You may also go to my website, drfkeithslaughter.org, and make a PayPal donation. But however you give, make sure you give to this good and worthy cause.
Everybody wrong. It's a wicked and brutal world. Tell the truth, right, John? It's wicked and brutal out here. And he called it a shit system. Not a shit system. Oh, I love that, John. Welcome back to the Movement Raw and Uncut. I'm Slaughter. Broadcasting live from the corner of the trap and the track. That's why I'm the trap pastor, because I pastored the trap. And I'm just glad to be here. It's real. I'd much rather be doing what I'm doing where I'm doing it than any other place in the world, man. So You saw my little commercial on, man. Send some damn money. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be talking about, everybody just fake out for their own self. That ain't what's going on around here. You can send me some money. All I'm gonna do is give it away. You know what I'm saying? That's it. He was like, well, where you get all this gold from? Hell, I'm 60 years old. I've been saving this shit for 60 damn years. The last, hell, you get to be 60 years old and you ain't got shit? What the fuck you been doing? What have you been doing? You didn't save nothing from along the journey? Hell, I ought to have a couple of dollars saved up too somewhere. I'm 60. Anyway, welcome back to the show, man. Joining me, or having a brother who joined me already, and I'd like to consider Brother Obasi my dear friend, even though I don't spend a lot of time in my brother's presence. Our spirits are made up out the same stuff. And so let me ask you to help me welcome my brother Obasi. That's what I'm talking about right there. Black man, black man, black man, black man.
How we doing?
Hey man, we up here, man. It's a wicked and brutal world, but we here, man.
Oh man, I'm honored to be back, man. I don't get invited back to many places, so when I'm back, it's always a blessing when I'm back here.
Shit, you're on the monthly program here, bro. You got to come through. We ain't talking about nothing that Brother Obasi don't talk.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I love a brother, man. I love somebody who just as ill as me. And when we were talking last time we had a conversation, and I told you you had to come back. It is. I don't want to say it's rare, but there are pockets of black people,
yes,
who have been exposed to similar teachings, which orient us toward truth and justice and understanding the power that is present for access by black people that is blocked because we don't know what we need to know in order to feel empowered. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, when I'm brought up on somebody who read everything I read, you know what I mean, and sees those works as seminal and allow them to seep into your consciousness and to change how you think about everything. That's what I did. I let it change me.
Right.
Because if you learn stuff and get exposed to stuff and you don't let it change you, what's the point?
What you reading it for? And that's the biggest thing, because we use that word. We say truth. Everybody want to tell the truth. Everybody want to tell the truth. But when the pressure on, and this is what called raw and uncut.
Yes, sir.
So that's definitely what I bring. Now, you had a person on your show last week, and I would be remiss and negligent if I didn't let the people know. You had, we ain't gonna call him that. I just call him Uncle Harun.
Oh, Harun.
Now, the reason I want to tell this.
Go do it. Do your thing, man.
The reason I'm gonna do this.
Ugh.
And this was a war brother of mine.
This nigga said Uncle.
So when I say Uncle Harun, now I don't know if you remember the Exxon boycott. It was on flat shows in Decatur.
Okay, yeah.
And shout out to them soldiers. Shout out to them soldiers that did what we do when we on that front line. That we don't let our foot up off that oppressor neck till you out of business. And Uncle Harun has a dual citizenship. So Uncle Harun is on the other side with the white folks against the people. But he don't want to tell you that.
Ew.
So everybody want to say they speak for the people and they are the people in the streets. But see, I'm going to bring it because I got the spirit of Khalid Muhammad in me. I bring the spirit of Malcolm with me. I bring the spirit of truth. I don't bring the spirit of BS. And that was BS what you did, brother. And I told you, I'm going to get you behind the microphone. I'm not going to do this internet, Facebook. You know you was wrong. And that's why he blocked me. Because when I stepped to him and said, that's just not right, Slaughter. You doing things, and I'm gonna tell it, and then we're gonna move on. You're doing things like editing the video to make it seem like our people are the problem. Uncle Hiram.
That is interesting.
That's very interesting.
That is interesting.
And we got people that know, because that's the thing when the truth when the truth really comes out. We have people that know slaughter, but they're afraid to say it. So we let the people be misled. Now, come on back home, brother. Come on back home and stop letting that white man run you. Now we're going to get on with the show, bro.
Well, Ashe. Well, welcome to the Movement Raw and Uncut live with Brother Obasi Kente. Up in here who cutting throats and ain't taking no damn prisoners. All right, that's cool. Okay, let's move on. Woo, woo. And rarely, if ever, am I at a loss for words.
Well, that means I'm doing my job, man. That means because we're saying something that needs to be said, man.
Because I know Haroon watching right now, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
He was wrong.
How we do this.
He know he was wrong.
Haroon unblock Brother Obasi.
He know he was wrong.
So y'all can have.
You know how we got down in the streets. You know you know a person of the people at no time is he ever against the people. Even when our people are sick, you never go against the people.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I want to make sure I'm gonna have to have Haroon come back so he can speak to that and all that. So but it's all good. Cause I trust you. I trust your spirit.
We know. And those soldiers that's in the street, they know.
All right.
They know.
All right, we together. I ain't got no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? I be loving black people, man.
We love
in general.
And sometimes you have to lay it on the scales of my yacht because you love your people.
No doubt about it.
You have to lay it on there.
When you shout scales of my yacht, that's what I live by.
We have to put it on there because it's called truth.
It is. Justice, order, harmony, righteousness, balance, reciprocity. We got to have all of that.
That's right. Yeah. Now, let's get to these crazy crackers.
Let's get at them.
Let's get these crazy crackers that was at the Capitol.
Got our hood in order.
Now, what do you think about them crazy crackers that was at the Capitol?
I think that white folks did what they always do. They act out of who they are, which they have two methods of getting what they want, and what they want is whatever other people have. So, and they got two methods of getting it. One is deception. The other is violence. And so if they can't get what they want through deception, through having their leader their leadership in the Republican Party tell the same lies over and over again, and everybody know they lies, but they don't give a damn that we know it's a lie. They just say it over and over again, and they believe they say it enough that
it becomes true.
It becomes the truth. But when the deception didn't work and they were not able to overturn the election, they generally do. That's an expectation that I had from them and have had from them, but I began to have that expectation some years ago, and so I made some adjustments in my own life and the way that I do what I do. So if they ever pop off in my vicinity, I'm able to protect myself and hopefully make it home to my family so I can protect my family. I am under no illusions whatsoever as relates to the treachery and the brutality of any white person at any time to behave like all them crackers did up there the other day. So, it was good. I enjoyed seeing it. It was entertaining. It was great TV. I don't want to see it every day for the next damn 3 or 4 months. But it was good to see.
Now, to the question that you asked, you said, now this is just only my interpretation, Brother Slaughter. You said, what is the psychological effect by them replaying this?
Yes, I would like you to answer that.
Now, in my opinion, I think is to, number one, to show us what white power does. White power do what the hell it want to do.
Yeah. And get away with it.
Because everybody, all of us was asking this unanimous question, or they were saying this statement unanimously. If that was us,
Yeah.
If that was us, what would have happened?
And we know.
So I think they show it in a twofold manner. They show it to show us, what white power does, but more importantly, what we bet not do.
Yeah.
Y'all can't do this.
There you go.
Stay in your place.
There you go.
Y'all bet not do this.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. That was the piece. That was the piece, brother. Not only was it we showing you what you bet not do.
You better not try it.
Yeah.
Because you ain't even gonna make it 10 feet within the Capitol. We gonna play duck hunt.
Right. Right.
And
them same black Capitol Police who was running from the white folks will run towards you and mow your ass down. Yeah.
Did you see the video of the black cop that was running?
Yeah.
He was running.
Well, now the way they're telling the story, Brother Obasi, is that what he was using was his skill and cunning to redirect the terrorist from the senators and the congresspersons, and because their lives are so important. So he put his life on the line to redirect them away from the chamber where they were hidden, so that the protesters wouldn't be able to access them. That's how they spinning the narrative.
That's how it is, because like you were saying, when you was mentioning what Donald Trump did yesterday, and once again, like we mentioned Bobby E. Wright last time we was here.
The Honorable.
So the Honorable Bobby E. Wright also told us about the psychopathic nature. He said psychopaths know right from wrong.
Right.
But they refuse to take blame for anything.
Exactly.
And so when we're looking at this,
it's a character flaw.
Yeah, and so when we're looking at this and we're looking at them forever not taking blame. Well, what about black on black crime? Well, what about it? Let's talk about how it was induced into us. Let's talk about the image that they show. Now, I saw a couple of movies over the weekend. Oh, Lord. I saw 2 movies, and I'm not going to beat it down right now. I saw One Night in Miami.
I haven't seen that yet.
I would like for you to watch it, and then we have a conversation about it.
Okay, I would love to do that.
And then also
How you see it early? I didn't know it was out yet. Shit.
Yeah, it's on Prime. I saw it on Prime.
Okay.
And then also I watched American Skin.
I haven't seen that.
It's the guy Nate Parker who did Birth of a Nation.
Oh yeah, the brother. Yeah, because they ride him down because they say he freaked a white woman.
Well, he also got one of them dude citizenships. He love white coots, so we can't fully embrace you as a brother until you come on get you a sister.
Yeah, he loved them white women.
But how they control the narrative, how they control of how we even see violence. Now, we're not allowed to be violent. We always told, it's a better way to handle, your anger. Oh, let it go, turn the cheeks. I'm out of cheeks. So when we look at these movies, and I'm not gonna spoil the end, but we have to bring ourselves to the point where we can exact that justice of Mayat once again.
Let me ask you this, since we talking about movies.
Yes, sir.
And I talked about this documentary on yesterday that I saw, in the middle of the night. The Tiger. Have you seen that yet?
No, sir.
Oh, my brother. We're going to have a conversation about that when you see that. The Tiger Woods documentary, brother. That thing there, boy. Part one, they set you up. They saying, and that's the piece. I didn't say this on the air yesterday. The thing that really pissed me off, they were describing Tiger Woods' daddy as a soldier. He was a soldier, and he used to go behind enemy lines and plant C4, and so that was that kind of attitude that he put into Tiger, to be real courageous and blah 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 and so on and so forth. And I don't know why that didn't sit well with me until I went on and thought it through. Tiger Woods' daddy, Eldrick Wood, was a damn officer in the Army. He didn't go behind no damn enemy line, playing no damn C4. He sent some sergeants and some enlisted folks to go do that. He didn't do that. This man was a brilliant thinker, and what he did was he showed his son how to harness his mental capacity in order to control his body to do mathematics, to do practical mathematics in a way wherein, just like a Michael Jordan or somebody, all black people be doing when they be excelling in sports is excelling at mathematics. That's all that is, and using the body as an instrument in order to do the calculations. And what Eldrick did was teach his son how to do that and how to master his body so he can master that equipment and thus master that particular game. And he started at it when he was 3 years old. So, I mean, hell, he was supposed to be dope at it. And his daddy loved him and nurtured him and showed him how to do it. But that's in part one. In part two, though, they excoriate this Negro because he had sex with somebody other than his white wife. They wore they drugged that Negro. They drug him up and down Peachtree, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to check it out and see it. Okay. But what was so interesting about it to me, bro, and this is what we got to pay attention to this, and maybe we have a little conversation about this. We may touch it a little bit. Okay. It was the soundtrack, the music beneath it, the sounds, that it sounded ominous. It sounded like it was a monster movie the whole time. They weren't saying Tiger Woods as a monster, but they was playing the same music you play when Godzilla getting ready to come and eat up the city. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they fucking with my mind. They making people, they trying to remind white people why they hated him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, wow. And then they told but his white wife, she got 100 mil. You know she got 100 mil out there.
No, I didn't know that. I know she made him run into a tree when he was running from him, but
yeah, and look, and she didn't get charged with anything. She busted out the window. She was attacking him with a golf club. Yeah, she was attacking him with a golf club about what he did with his wing. She didn't go get one of them wings out of her drawer and start hitting him with that. No, she got a golf club. That's not fair. Yeah. But she didn't get no.
She used one of his best golf clubs to do it too.
Yeah, but she didn't go to jail for a second. She was charged with nothing.
No, and that's the way we have to look at it when we keep befriending these Europeans. Now, if a person want to do that, that's their business, but I know what I allow in my village. Mm-hmm. So we have to always understand that we are not equal. This likeness, you can be friends with them all you want, but they don't have, I used to always do when I did my show, I said, we got them black laws and we got them white laws. Yeah. And them white laws, they can do whatever and there's no charge. And I don't know, have there been any charges for what happened at the Capitol?
They have made some charges, but what they doing now, Obasi, brother, is what they do, like when the police kill a black man or a black woman, they investigate. And so they going to investigate for a couple of years, and then they going to say, oh, we don't find no
we don't find nothing. After we investigate ourselves, we don't see nothing wrong.
Because we got to heal the nation, see. Yeah. And in order to heal the nation, you have to let white people get away with their crime. Yeah.
And see, that's a word too. That's another one of them words, healing. See, and sometimes a lot of this healing, we want to just ignore the pain. Like we have the people that say the slave trade didn't exist. The Ma'afa never existed. Because that's because of that delusion, say, okay, well, if it don't exist, we don't have to talk about it. Right. We don't want to have to.
We ain't got to pay no reparations for it if it didn't happen.
And that is the crazy part when they're having this reparations. When you got idiots like another one, Tariq Nasheed. Mm-hmm. You got another one. He got crackers all in his house wearing dashikis. See, this is the thing. see, this is the thing why we got to get these people because.
Well, let me ask you this: can we drag Dr. Umar in?
Oh, we do it.
He one of my favorite hypocrite Negroes.
But he's full of it. And what I don't like about him is he sits with this kind of snarky.
This Negro worse than me.
He sits with this kind of snarky, condescending attitude, and he chastises the people as if he above the people.
Okay, last one. Let me get it. How about young Pharaoh?
Dumb Pharaoh?
He one of the dumbest Negroes.
You mean dumb Pharaoh?
But this Negro got like 1 million.
He has 1 million followers.
And he is terrible. I'm like, he just sit up here and ran my youngest son crazy with that bullshit.
Yes. Yeah. And he doesn't. And he don't teach any kind of character. He don't teach any kind of respect. Now, I'm not
Oh,
a fan,
my goodness.
I'm not a fan of Louis Farrakhan, but there's a way that you come that you come to a person. You know, and he teaches total disrespect, and it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
But he got 1 million followers, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, we follow anybody.
That is true. And I got 200. You know,
See, and that's the thing, and that's one of my sayings, Slaughter. I always say we don't follow the real, we follow the popular.
Of course,
we follow the popular. We follow
real,
who sound good.
And if you real, you don't want popularity,
right?
You know, because
I know I'm not popular. I know just as many friends that love me. I got as many people that hate. You make enemies, but that's that duality on that scale.
Yeah, and that's life.
That's life.
Yeah, and it's balance.
Yes. But
hate me.
That's why we always must be truth warriors. If we gonna say it, you gotta say it. I'm aware of every consequence when I say something.
Yeah, I am as well, brother. And the only thing about me, though, brother Obasi, is that I feel it in my body.
Right.
You know, I feel the stress associated with telling the truth and the anger that I stir in people when I say.
But that's how you open up when you say, you know, we kind of are the same spirit, which we are, because I don't get joy, despite what people think. You know, one of my exes, she said, I think you like doing this. I think you like calling people. No, I don't get joy out of this. I want people to wake up. So that's why I said there's no beef with Haran. That's a brother I love.
Thank you for saying that.
That's a brother I love. So when I say it, you got to always say truth. But that's a brother I love, and I still love that brother if he called me up. But we got to talk about some things. We got to talk about how you represent, because and Ken Waters, another one that'll tell you what we did when we was out there on them front lines, and how, I'm going to tell you, Slaughter, I was on the bullhorn. So you know if I'm like this on the microphone, imagine what I'm like on a bullhorn for 30 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And so at one point, when we was at JJ's Fish, and we putting our foot in JJ and they're behind, the manager, he brings everybody out, you know, a beverage, but who? He bring everybody out something to drink but me. I said, he probably wanted me to pass out, so I shut up.
All right, yeah. But, you know,
but you do it out of love, man.
Yeah.
You do it out of love. You do it because you want your people to wake up and realize them crackers don't love you.
And also, the discomfort that I feel.
That's a lot of it.
By being quiet is much worse than the discomfort I feel.
See, that's why
telling my truth.
See, that's why I love it. See, man, that's why I love and respect you, man, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Them ancestors gonna bother me when I'm not doing my job.
Them ancestors is worrisome, man.
Yes.
They worrisome. And what I'm clear about, this the thing, Obasi, and I'm sure you know this, everybody is involved in some degree of repression of the voice, the ancestral voice that be continually attempting to speak to us, attempting to guide us, direct us, and help us through. The only reason we don't be making it through and going through so much bullshit is because we shut out the voice of the ancestors and don't listen. So then you have to do it on your own. Yeah. And when you do it on your own, of course you're going to make the mistake.
You're subject to anything happening because
anything can happen.
You're not using your wise GPS.
No doubt.
You know, our ancestors are our GPS. They never let us lead us astray. You know, every time, you know, sometimes when you know you got to say them truthful things, you know, you're kind of, but when you get on it, that's where I judge what you do in the moment. When it's on, because everybody kind of like, you know, I know a lot of people escape from it because especially when somebody agrees in them pockets, so it might not be in the best interest that you go on and say it, but you got to say it anyway.
Yep.
Because we got children. We got children watching.
I have done it. I had a person, a prominent brother, you know, in the community on my show once, and he said some dumb ass shit, and that was hurtful to black people. You know what I'm saying? And he specifically said, "I don't care if Jesus was red, green, yellow, or purple." I'm like, but everybody in your church black? And you know what I'm saying? I don't, and you know, it was that, It was my reparation speech at the MLK Day.
And how'd that go?
Oh, well, I dropped it like a mug, but within 2 weeks, I was off of commercial radio.
Right.
In less than in 2 weeks, I was off.
Right, but that's respect. That's respect.
You know what I mean? But it was like, I remember leading up to it when I was trying to discover and discern what I would say. I was like, ain't no way in the hell I'm going to have this kind of platform and not tell the absolute truth.
There's
I ain't gonna never get it no more. I know I ain't gonna never get this chance no more. So let me get it. And I didn't even anticipate there wasn't gonna even be no MLK Day March the next year because of COVID-19. So I'm glad I dumped all that shit out in the street when I had a chance.
Exactly, and that's the understanding of when you come on a platform, you may never get that opportunity again.
Yeah.
And we saying we stand for the truth. So when you get that opportunity, we're not on here to talk about them donations, Umar. Dr. Umar is gonna make a shockumentary. Dr. Umar is gonna make a shockumentary. Dr. Umar, we heard you the first time, dude.
Dude is worrisome to me, man. So much so,
and it's causing trouble, and it's causing dissension with true Pan-Africanism.
And this is the crazy thing. One of my children bought me a shirt, man, and it had, I think, King, Malcolm.
Don't say it.
It might have been Farrakhan or somebody.
Okay.
And Umar Johnson.
Oh.
I was like, I thought
you were gonna say Barack Obama.
No, it might. I ain't could have been. But I was like, I can't wear this shit. I can't put this on. And my baby bought me that, and I it was a black shirt, but I can't wear that because I can't represent that. I'm gonna tell you where I broke off. Because I was like, I try to check myself, Obasi.
Right.
Because, can I be honest? I'm a human being, and sometimes I have feelings of jealousy.
That's human.
And so I had to check myself to see when there's somebody talking and got national exposure, more exposure than I got. I had to check myself to see if I don't like their ass because I'm jealous, or if I don't like them because they full of shit, right? And so I do the check on myself. And when I was I was doing the Umar Johnson thing. Let me see what it is. Who it is? Hello?
Dr. Clark.
Yes?
Hey, this is Cedric Harrington. I'm in your, how you doing?
Right, we were talking earlier, and I know I told you to call me back at 1, but my show just went over a minute. I'm going to call you back at 1:15 or 1:20, all right?
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm. I like doing that. What was I saying?
You were saying about checking yourself whether you not like a person.
So I'm looking at Dr. Umar Johnson one day and shit, and he's throwing down. He's dropping it. He talking about how black people don't know this and black people don't know that, and how he's so smart and all that. And I was like, okay, you smart. I like you. I like it that you smart. Then he got on one day and he was talking about how thuggy he was, and how he had some thugs that was because he wanted to fight some other brother, another nationalist, Pan-African brother, nationalist brother. And so he wanted the beef with this brother, and he was trying to tell his brother how tough he was and how bad his thug posse was. And so he said, this them calling me now. Then he said, let me call him up right now. And he got on the phone and did that. And then, so he got on the phone like, yeah, we gonna ride on these suckers because, this how we is, and we down and we bad. And then all of a sudden, bruh, the damn phone rang.
See, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, he was pretending.
And that's that clown nature.
And I was like, bruh, I can never listen to another thing that you say. You done wiped out all of the good stuff.
All the good stuff you
makes
did.
It because
all the good stuff you did.
You're a fake Negro.
Gets wiped out. And that's the thing that we got. And I like that you hitting on some of this stuff, bro. Slaughter. That's what we got to get away from, this beefing and warring with
each other, yeah.
And we got to learn to sit down and have some conversation.
Yeah. And if
brother, I
cannot
cannot like what you do.
Cool.
Sister, I cannot like what you're doing. I cannot like what you said, but let's talk about it. And then if we don't have no other alternative, then we do. But we should look for solutions first before we start this, because ain't no true. What he call it? I call him the Prince of Pork and Bean Juice, but he calls himself the Prince of Pan-African. Ain't no such thing, man. Cut it out. Cut it out.
The Prince of Pork and Bean Juice.
This is disrespectful to Garvey.
Yeah. Garvey and who is it that he said some kin to? Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass, but you know the family members got on him about that, so
Yeah,
he changed it. He said, "Well, I'm a distant. I bet you are."
Yeah, whatever. Well, hell, my mama named me after Frederick Douglass. How about that? Nah. So, who closer? Hell, you a distant, and I'm named after him. So whatever. All right. Obasi.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else we need to roast today?
No. No, I think we got him.
We got him out.
We got him.
Right.
And to get on the Tariq Nasheed with his foundational Black American stuff, this is what we got to get away from because it's causing tension and it's causing us to push back from them people on the continent. And those are our people too. As Deontay Wilder say, to this day, your people too.
Yeah, they our people.
So the
only thing about it is, bro, and I'm sure you'll be able to hear me when I say that the same problem that we have here is the same problem that they got.
They have there.
Elite Negroes or Negroes who want to be elite sell out the masses of the people for their own self-aggrandizement and for their own resource building, for their own pocketbook. And until we stop selling out, we're going to always have the problems that we have because whites, they're going to continue to be faithful to what they do, which is use deception and violence in order to take other people's resources. They ain't finna stop that. And as long as they got black people who they elevate as their accomplices, they're going to be successful.
Right.
Because if you got somebody on the inside working with you, you're going to be able to take down whoever you're trying to take down.
Right.
So we just got to get black people to stop loving white people so much.
You got to stop loving
so damn gullible.
We don't have no friends.
So open to loving that bullshit that they be putting down because they full of shit. Bottom line. I'm sorry. No, I ain't. I mean that. I meant to say that. And yeah. Amen.
Hey.
Ashe.
Ashe.
That's what I'm talking about. And Harambe. Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, Brother Obasi Kente. That's my friend and my brother right there, man. All right, man. So we're going to put this show in the can, man. And I look forward to seeing you next month.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have the roasted special. You know,
maybe we can be a little bit more better next time. We just got to get this behavior
clean. This was
excellent.
I mean, I could actually smell pork.
Much love, brother.
Yes, sir. And man, I see y'all tomorrow, man. Knuckleheads and giant turkeys. You know I say that in love, right? I'm just glad, man, to be able to come up in your world. Those of you who will let me up in here. Those of you who holler at me, I appreciate you for hollering at me. And let me know that you're down with the show. I would invite you to invite others to subscribe. We on YouTube, the Movement Raw And Uncut, so subscribe to that thing. And make sure that your people get hip to what's going on and stop walking around being sheeple, not people. You feel me? I think. I like my song, man. Every time I hear my theme music, it make me feel good about me. Anyway, I see y'all tomorrow, man. The Lord said the same thing. Peace to the people, power to the people, earth to the bruh. What I was supposed to say? Peace to the Archbishop and the Holy Family. To the beloved community I love so well. My video man, Greg, take it back. Video, audio, everything, man. The HC in the place to be, operating situation, the Philly feel, always keep it real, anyway, most of the time anyway. And bruh, bless. Thank you for taking care of
That's
my
good brother right there. That's my good brother.
My brother. That's all. Whoever care about you, I care about them.
You can run
All
away
right.
from reality.
All right, I see y'all, man, tomorrow. The Lord said the same thing. I'm out of here.
You think you can find yourself someplace else to go where there's no God?
Going home.
Run the trap.
Hey, man, wherever you go.
Thank you, bro.
The blood, blood of my people, the blood. They have been shedding the blood of my people for a long time, a very long time, such a long, long time. I see the blood of my people is the lifeline, the substance of the beast. They have been shedding the blood of my people. They are sucking the blood of my people. Oh, it's the nature of the beast, nature of the beast. Shedding the blood of my people. Sucking the blood of my people. Shedding the blood of my people. Sucking the blood of my people. The blood, blood of my people. The blood, the blood, blood of my people. The blood. No more. They devise all kinds of weapons, then using them to kill my people. Some are famous, dangerous, and deadliest weapons. ICBW, chemical and biological weapons, like AIDS and Ebola, weapons of genocide against my people. They're instigating strife and war among my people, setting up the climate for the blood to run. The blood have to run for the base to feast. Oh, it's the nature of the beast, nature of the beast. Shedding the blood of my people. Sucking the blood of my people. Shedding the blood of my people. Sucking the blood of my people. The blood, blood of my people. The blood, I cry. The blood, blood of my people. The blood. Blood, blood of my people, the blood. They are shedding the blood of my people. No more. They are sucking the blood of my people. No more. They are shedding the blood of my people. They are sucking the blood of my people. No more shedding the blood of my people. No more. No more sucking the blood of my people. No more shedding the blood of my people. No more sucking the blood of my people. No more.